1, 2, 3, clap. So now we're not going to talk.
Guys, here's the thing.
We are the Gabbiest Gang. Love to talk all day. Don't know what we are saying on the League of Ridiculous Conversation.
You know how last week I was talking about, of watching an anime and being very attracted to characters and this whole thing, right?
2 weeks ago, but yeah.
Whatever. The last one I listened to.
You didn't listen to it?
I didn't. But I did listen to the first maybe 5 minutes. Anyway, that's besides the point. I don't remember what happened last week. So, I've been watching a new show, and it's called, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Now, I know what you're thinking. I like that show a lot. I like it so much.
It falls into this weird category that I occasionally find anime in, where it's the story and the characters are like fun enough.
Yeah.
I haven't found one that's like super like mind blowing, but the show itself is fun enough that I'm interested. You have me. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
And then you just fill the screen with panty shots. Like, this isn't necessary. Move. I want the thrust of the story, not the thrust of her ass in my face.
Oh no, I'm looking at photos.
Jesus Christ.
Nope.
The reason why I like that show, the reason why I like it, is because it's making me want to play an MMO again.
Oh.
And I know for sure I am not going back to WoW. I know that in my soul. I am not going
back to, though.
Apparently it's not, because apparently Final Fantasy XIV is actually really good.
I have actually heard a lot of more people talking about that.
Right?
I have questions.
Yes.
Yes.
So, are these sex nymphos, like, do they fight monsters or something? Like, I'm confused at what the storyline is by these photos.
They fight monsters.
So it's basically it's a fantasy world.
I get it's
not
a
video
fantasy.
Game. Yeah, yeah. So it's a fantasy world, but the way the fantasy world works is though it's like if it was a video game where you go out adventuring, you fight monsters in the dungeon, you come back, and then you can level up by doing certain feats and whatnot.
And it's weird because this is I saw that one, and then I just more recently watched another one that had the same mechanic where they literally can like pull up their menu and see their stats, and this seems to be a new subtype of anime genre.
Are you talking about? Wait, is this Sword Art Online?
No.
Okay.
It's another one that is not a video game, exists in the fantasy world, but does actually. This one, I feel like there was something I completely missed, because I think a class of students get transported to a fantasy world.
It's Isekai. Okay, gotcha.
Did you say the name of it, or is it the type of anime?
The type of anime is called Isekai, where it's just like people are transported to a different world.
Okay.
That's just the genre is Isekai.
And like this one dude gets I guess they get powers when they go into this world.
Yeah.
And this one dude ends up like this dumb power he figures out a way to make it like super uber, and he is just the best ever. But same, like he knew what his stats were, like definitive numbers. He knew what his stats were, and it seems weird that it seems lazy that would be a thing. Like, I know we had power readings in Dragon Ball, but at least you had to have outside tech to determine that. They weren't looking at each other and be like, over 9,000. They were looking at each other like, high.
and they can just pull up menus and look at their stats?
Yeah.
That's really weird. Do you remember what the show's called?
You talk while I open this up on my Hulu.
Yeah. Like I have been trying to find more things to watch. Mostly it's just been anime, just because I'm in a huge yeah. There's a lot of it. I'm just on an anime kick again, and it's great. I'm having a great old time doing this.
When you watch anime, you're not multitasking like you would be watching another show, would you?
Me, no. I'm watching it because usually it's subtitled, so I'm reading the subtitles as it's going on.
Okay.
Well, like that's just my personal preference.
Than everyone else.
I don't believe I'm better than anyone else just because I watch subs. Like there are some dubs that are really good, but there are other dubs that are I just don't like the voices.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, do not look this one up because it's a trash tier anime. It's called No Game No Life. Now,
I've seen that one trying to get me to watch it.
Like, I enjoyed it way more than I should have, but it is like a trash tier anime. But anyway,
what does that mean?
It's not. It's like
sexy.
It's tropey as hell. It's not good. Like, you have two main characters who are so entirely overpowered that no matter what they're gonna win. So it's like it's whatever. But
like Naruto.
No, he loses sometimes.
No.
But there are some elements
he
in it.
He loses sometimes.
My bad.
Yeah. There are elements to it where they kind of take that premise, like, yeah, they always win, but then they twist it, and it's like, oh my gosh, how are they gonna get out of this one? Like it's they do it in such a way where it's not obvious. Oh, they're just so overpowered that they'll just like sweep whatever. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I was listening to, I was watching the sub, and then I switched to the dub just to see what it's like, and the person that they got to voice this 18-year-old man, the dude just sounds like a 35-year-old dude, and it just doesn't fit at all. Like, and it's jarring. And that's like one of the reasons why, like, a lot of times I end up not listening to dubs, just because some of the dubs just aren't good for whatever reason. Maybe I don't like how a character is portrayed. I don't like how a character is voiced, or they're just not passionate enough. I don't know. But there are a lot of dubs I do watch, like Cowboy Bebop, fantastic dub. Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, and the original, both really great dubs. What's another good one? Oh, Soul Eater.
Soul Eater is good.
Yeah.
I like that one. I wish they made more of that. I really like that world. I want more of that world.
I hated the ending so much. Grant, I'm not the only one. Everyone hated that ending because it was so rushed. But it was so good up until those last like 3 episodes. Like, what are you guys doing?
It seemed rushed and poorly thought out.
Oh.
All right, I'm trying to find it. It doesn't seem to be in my watch history, even though older stuff is. But if you're liking the picking up girls in whatchamacallits, Chivalry of a Failed Knight, I would say is probably also worth checking out for you.
All right. I was also gonna try to watch. I think the Overly Cautious Hero is also extremely. The overpowered hero is also extremely overcautious. Where it's just this dude, he's extremely, like he is like a Saitama type character, a One Punch Man type character, where no matter what, he's going to win, but it's because he's extremely paranoid. Where it's like, oh no, I have to go fight this guy. I have to fight this slime. I better use my strongest possible attack to destroy this slime to make sure it's dead.
I can't tell if that's familiar because I've seen the name or if that's the name of the show I'm trying to think of.
It's not the show you're trying to think of.
Okay.
But I hear that show's pretty funny, so I want to watch
Code Realize is another one that I would say is probably worth checking out too.
Code Realize?
Yeah, Code Realize, Guardian of the something or other, it cuts off.
Oh. Alright, Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Okay. Code Realize. But yes, been on a huge anime kick, and it's making me want to play MMOs again. And I'm really thinking about maybe trying Final Fantasy XIV. But at the same time, there's a bunch of other games I want to play, and I kind of don't want to get sucked into an MMO again. You know? But if I do get sucked into an MMO, I want my friends with me.
Yeah.
So this is a long thing to say. You guys want to play Final Fantasy XIV with me?
No.
Oh, I mean,
Well,
I'll try it. Wait,
not.
I realized when I was looking at the PlayStation Store today, I have I think I have 2 Final Fantasy games. I have one that has like what looks like Yuna in the like in the cover, or some spiky haired person, and then
So Final Fantasy 10 and 10 2.
oh, okay.
Yes, because that was a PlayStation Plus thing. So you got Final Fantasy 10 and 10 2 on your PS4 for freezies.
Oh, okay, that's why. I was like, I didn't buy this.
You should play those games. They're both good.
Oh, okay. I'll give it a shot. I finally set up kind of sort of my setup, and then my computer got upgraded, so I'm ready to stream stuff.
Yay.
I actually set up my desk right now with well, it's a dual monitor, but technically it's a TV on the right and then my monitor on my left.
TV's just a monitor that we call a TV.
It's true.
Vice
If you
versa.
plug your HDMI cable into your computer, then you'll have dual monitors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of upgrading this past weekend. My bed got upgraded. My fucking vanity came in, so I made a vanity over there with a desk. I updated streaming stuff, and then I put my bookshelf over there.
Look at you stepping up.
I know!
Don't you
I finally
mean
got my
she's
mattress
stepping up?
taken away, and it was nice. And
You
now
were
I
going to try
have
and say
this.
something negative over there, Jordan?
Don't you mean she was stepping up?
Oh, stepping up?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if that is a dig or not.
I'm stepping up.
It's a pun that she would have said if she thought of
Is
it.
that kind of like she?
That's true.
Is that kind of like she Britted it?
I still love watching the random episodes. Okay, so I didn't get any further from the last time we recorded. I think you guys were talking about the missing pen. I still haven't reached there. I'm still on season 1. I think I just finished Chang being super upset because he was still really bummed about his ex-wife, and then they like do the tango or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yes, I remember that episode. Oh.
And then my
You realize
Ant
there's a
Pop
game
came
on
in, and I was
Switch?
really excited. That's it.
Are you like just full on trying to get just all of them?
Yeah, because they keep randomly going on sale, and I was like, I'll pay $5 for a pop. So I got Abed, I got Troy, and now I got Annie.
Now, are you going for just
Characters
one
I
of
like?
each character, or are you going for one for each character, or like each version? Like, are you like a completionist, or I'm curious how far you're gonna go.
I want Chang.
Community pop.
Ideally, I wanted Abed and Troy. And then Annie was there. I wanted Shirley, but I haven't seen her recently. Britta's $40. I think she's a New York Comic-Con exclusive?
Oh,
Did they even bother making one out of Pierce?
No.
Yeah, I didn't.
There's not a Pierce one.
I didn't think
It's
Not
so.
surprised.
It's Senior Chang, and his character is holding the cheetah machine gun from
paintball episode.
the paintball episode.
Modern Warfare.
So they have it's Chang, Abed, Troy, Annie, Shirley, and Britta.
Wait, no Joel McHale?
Yeah,
Oh,
no
then
Jeff.
Joel.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's like
That's it. You can get them in a pack for like 60, I think. So
Okay.
far, I've dropped $15 for them.
That sounds
my
like the
3.
cheapest way to get Britta.
Yeah,
Hey.
but Britta's not included. You have to buy Britta separate, and she's $40.
That's how they get you.
Pass.
Because I kept trying to get her, and then it just said exclusive. I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
I do think they missed an opportunity though by making a Magnum pop.
oh yeah.
Oh, it should say pop pop.
Yeah.
His name's Magnitude. First
Yeah,
of all.
Magnitude.
My bad. I was, as she was talking, I'm trying to think like, is it I don't know. It's close enough, right? Maybe.
My favorite part
We're about
is
to
when
find
he's
out.
dying and he's going,
I like
Pop what
in
magnitude?
the second
Pop what?
paintball episode where they're just like, who has the floor? Oh, magnitude is something to say. He goes, okay, first up, pop, pop. Okay, second, we should probably do what someone says.
For his Funko Pop, I wish they would just call it a Funko Pop. Just
Yeah.
that'd be so funny. Oh.
Granted, like he is more of a joke than he is even a character.
Yeah.
So if Pierce isn't gonna get a pop, he ain't gonna get a pop.
Magnitude's more of an important character than Pierce.
What
So
about
They have-
the one
Oh, go
girl, I never can remember her name, but she's the one that's dancing, and he's just like, you
Yeah.
can leave now. She goes, this is my life now.
I don't know. I would love a Fat Neil with like a little
Aw.
D&D set.
That
that would be
poor
That'd be
guy,
good.
man.
That is one of those like very kind of touching episodes.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fucking like a good comedy will always like maybe twice a season, once twice a season, they'll fucking just stab you right between the ribs.
No, that's just Dan Harmon. That's what he does to people.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying in general, like there's a lot of comedies that will like
Yeah.
occasionally slip in, like Futurama has
Oh,
many episodes that will like
Just
rip
the
your
gut
guts
punches.
out.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
That fucking dog episode, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's probably top of the list.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Oh God.
It's terrible.
There's
We're
some
not-
episodes that I don't remember at all, and I'm watching it and I'm like, when did I see this, or what was I doing that kept me occupied that I don't remember this happening at all?
How do you forget that episode
Well,
though?
for
I don't know,
for
there's a
our
lot of
sakes, then we're not gonna tell you how it
Yeah,
goes.
don't tell me.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I could watch it and then I can tell you guys how I feel.
Although since we're just naming off things again that have been keeping us alive through the quarantine, y'all get up on Middleditch and
Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
I watched.
You watched it
the
already?
No. I only watched one episode. I watched it
Yeah.
on Saturday, and that was really fucking funny.
I watched all three. Like
So did I.
It's so good.
I was up until like 2 a.m. watching them.
Yeah, they're really funny.
Yeah. Oh.
Leland, are you aware of these?
I am.
Are you not a fan of the improv?
I haven't watched it yet. I've got a lot going on,
Okay.
so
Granted, I'm not telling anyone to drop what they're doing, but definitely add it
But
to your
drop
list
what
of
you're
things
doing.
to watch. Yeah.
And laugh.
Guys, quit this podcast. Turn it on right now.
I mean, there's
yeah.
only so much time in the day, and like, whew,
True.
I mean,
So busy.
just between the 4 hours I give at work every other day, and
Jeez, man, that's rough.
I mean all the drawing.
Oh,
Fuck, man, slow down. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I mean, just goddamn.
I'm concerned for your
I
health.
mean, you asked for Nightcrawler, you get Nightcrawler tomorrow.
Woo!
Hey, there you
Oh,
go.
Give me that gambit.
It's on the list. Shut up.
Hey, Anthony, remember that one time we saw Ben Schwartz during Comic-Con?
We did. Honestly, I feel kind of bad about that.
What happened?
I do too, but
I don't know
well,
this story.
so we were walking down the street during Comic-Con in downtown San Diego.
This
Then
last year.
This past year, and then we see Ben Schwartz. He's just walking around, just on his phone, talking. And I'm like, oh, I was like, I wanted to take a picture with him, but I was gonna just wait till he's off of his phone call.
Yeah.
But he was just like, oh no, like, so he didn't say anything. He just come over, he just motioned us over, and put his phone down for a quick second. Took the picture. We said thank you. He's like, "Yeah," and he just walked away and he kept talking on his phone. Like, he didn't have to do that. It was nice of him. Like, I do feel kind of bad though that he stopped
Yeah.
his phone call just to take pictures with some fucking assholes. Like,
Yeah, I like yes, he called you over, but that is what makes me feel bad about it.
yeah. But at the same time, I feel like no one realized it was Ben Schwartz right there.
Yeah, plenty of people just walking right by him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I know that man. Look, he's wearing Jordans. That's definitely Ben Schwartz.
Is that a thing he's known for?
I guess.
He just wears lots of Jordans. I don't, Most times I've seen him, like, not in character or whatever, he's just wearing Jordans. I'm like, I can get behind this man.
No.
Plus, he always ends up being in a lot of, like, comedies I enjoy. Parks and Rec being one.
I love him, Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite time seeing his favorite character.
And that is a character that I do not want to spend any time with.
Yeah.
No, it's a terrible character, but like I like
Awful
watching
character.
them.
Yeah.
No, he's great on DuckTales. That's it.
Yes.
Yes, he is in DuckTales.
I can't seem to watch that third season. They'll only allow one episode a week on the app, and the other ones are locked unless you have like a cable provider. And I was kind of like, "What? Stop it! We don't live in that world no more."
They are on the app?
Well, no. They're on the Disney XD app.
Oh.
And you have to have a cable provider to watch them.
Eat my ass.
And I'm like, what do you mean you're not? You have Disney Plus. Why is this an app still? Like, I don't understand why you have this.
Get your money.
I'm like, I would pay to watch it. I do pay to watch it. Let me fucking watch my DuckTales. So that's this week's,
Fucking! I finally found it. Remember that thing we were talking about 5 minutes ago?
Oh yeah, the anime that you were trying to find the title for.
What's it called?
Write this down.
All right.
Ari Ferretta. From Commonplace to, I think it's like World's Strongest or something like that. But Arifureta.
All right, yep, got that.
Okay, there. Finally. Finally, I can stop trying to fucking find it.
I applaud you for continuing.
I was real hung up on it. I needed to know. That's why we had those lulls in the conversation for just a second. I wasn't paying all my attention.
Yeah. Yeah, so for the most part, I've just been watching anime and replaying Final Fantasy VII Remake on hard mode.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going for that platinum, baby. It's happening. Then when I do that, then I'll probably... Well, I have to eventually finish playing Doom on stream. And then I have some games lined up for playing on stream, most likely.
Right on.
Yeah, it's going to be a good old time. I also started, like, just creating just new overlays per game, just because it's fun.
Leland can attest. So I backed the Kickstarter for Hero Forge. Hero Forge is this website where you can make a 3D model of your mini for like D&D and Pathfinder and like tabletop RPG games.
Yeah.
And you customize them. You pick, everything between height to the type of boots like you wear based off of what they have, what they've made available, and then you can pay to 3D print them. Okay. So this year, they ran another Kickstarter campaign for color, to make color minis, because until this point, it's only been plastic or apparently metal, but I don't know how that works. Can you 3D print with metal?
I believe you can, yeah.
I think if they have the, I forgot what the actual term for it is, but whatever they make the thing of.
It is an option, but expensive as fuck. So I backed the Kickstarter, and just this week, I got the beta access code to do color. Now, I only paid for one color mini, of which I have still not purchased yet, but I have gone back through my collection of characters that I've made when I was bored, and I've colored nearly all of them. Just going back individually, trying colors. I've made little minis for all the characters in the D&D game that Leland is in.
Can you just go color them without being a patron of the Kickstarter?
I don't think so.
Oh, well then fuck that then. So I'll go.
Because
I'll
even
color all the
next
ones
to
I have.
the color option, yeah. Even the color option I have, it says beta next to it. So I don't know if it's just something exclusive to those who backed it. I mean, it's worth trying out.
Yeah, sure.
Because I like the way that they built it up. It's a pretty solid system. I'm just curious what the quality will be when I finally buy one. Because I don't think it's going to be as good as painting, but if it's good enough, it's like $20, 15 to 20, like $15 cost. Off of an already $30 cost.
You remember that big book I bought a couple years ago, the Tome of Beasts by Kobold Press?
Yes.
I kickstarted part 2.
Are they just now on part 2?
Oh, I mean, the Kickstarter ended in like 2 months ago, but yeah.
Oh, you just got it?
No, it won't. I won't get the book until like November.
Oh, okay,
November.
okay.
But I'm just saying they did a part 2, and I kickstarted.
thought they were farther in.
No, they just got the one.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, sometime in November, I'll have, I don't know, 500 new beasts to fight.
Nice.
But they did a thing where, like, you could create your own, and if they liked it, they would have a professional artist draw it, and if you had to come up with the stats. I racked my brain for about 3 days trying to figure out stuff, and I was like, everything I would do, they've already done, so I'm good.
I mean, a lot of the shit they got, they've rehashed and updated versions of old stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of territory already been tread.
You can only have so many elemental witches.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah, you can. Can you think of a new element that you don't think there's a witch for yet?
Ooh, the metal elements.
Yeah.
I don't.
Ooh, look at that. Already stumped. Look at him.
Like gold witch, silver witch, platinum
in your
witch,
face.
metallic elements.
No, that's platinum witch. That's Bayonetta.
I guess if you reinterpret the word element, then yeah, I guess you can have like iron and grass and
Now, is the grass witch
magnesium.
marijuana, or is it actual like grass?
No,
you know.
she's actually grass. But the sun witch though, high as hell. Occasionally, because my entire Twitter feed is just made up of comic book artists and writers, D&D stuff, and cosplay models. I get a bunch of like random D&D jokes pretty often, and one thing that I get is someone posts a D&D headcanon or something, and some of them I find to be super funny, and the one that I always remember the most is that since all drow, the dark elves, come from underground, they all should speak with Australian accents because they're from down under. And I'm like, yeah, I think that should be a thing I should do.
All right, from here on out, drow or Australian.
Canon. It's done.
Like, for some reason, all dwarves are Scottish. I don't know how that happened or who made that up, but that's true.
I don't know if that's a Matthew Mercer or if that's.
Well, I mean,
Lord I guess because
it's he was kind of Scottishy.
They're gruff. They're gruff.
In WoW, they're all Scottish.
Yeah.
Are they Scottish or are they just gruff?
No,
No, they're
I
all
thought they were
Scottish.
Scottish, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, all right. They're not a Mercer thing, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's
I
kind
mean,
of like elves are all English, no matter where they come from.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's just a thing for some
Really?
reason.
Yeah, they're like real like stiff upper lip, high and tight English. Not. Do you like that description?
I just was like, oh, okay. I mean, they're not Cockney. You are correct. They're not like Jason.
Yeah,
Statham
they're not
coming
Cockney.
in.
They're real proper English.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I
they're
don't
not
know.
fun English.
I'm not really educated on this.
That's fine. That's
Oh my
fine.
god. I wanted to bring something up. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
The other day, I was sitting out at Dawn and Lauren's in the front yard. All of us were 10 to 8 feet apart in our lawn chairs.
Not
being
observing
social distancing
social
and conscientious. and a woman walked by with her
God.
mask in her hand. It was just like, well, bitch, why did you bother bringing it outside if you're not going to wear it? And her teenage daughter, young 20s daughter, was walking with a very oddly shaped backpack. And Dawn was like, check this shit out. And she came around, and her backpack had a plexiglass like thing on the back, and the bitch had a bird in her backpack. Is this
A bird?
Didn't see that one coming.
Ooh, twist ending.
Yep.
When you said plexi bag, I thought like, oh, okay, she's one of those pin collectors.
No.
And she just has one of those pin bags, and then you were like, there's a goddamn bird. And
And it had holes.
well, you didn't say goddamn. I put that in.
I mean, it had holes for so the bird could breathe, but it was a parakeet
Of course.
Sure, yeah.
in a just chilling, looking out of a window,
Usually-
like, hey, look, there's the wilderness that I can't go to. Like,
Yeah,
Usually it's like a dog or a cat in there.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it was a bird. And
Was not expecting.
And Lauren
have-
looked it up.
Oh, go ahead.
Lauren looked it up. It's a $70 item.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They have a pouch for a hamster in case I ever wanted to bring my hamster outside.
I'm so mad.
But even, believe me,
Little leash.
yeah, they have those too. But it's just like, and I love hamsters. But I just don't think that's the smartest thing to fucking do. Like, hamsters freak out when they're already in your hand. And you're gonna just have them hanging on the side of your pants or on your backpack like a damn keychain? Like, that's not how it works. That's not how
That's
it
a
works.
very accurate.
It's like those
description.
people that walk their cats.
Yeah.
Or put a cat in a stroller and then walk them outside.
I judge those people. I'm sorry.
There's a term for those people. It's crazy.
Yes. Yes.
I will stand by my opinion that all bird people are a little crazy.
Bird
There's-
people?
Yes, but all
I-
bird people.
I do now.
All bird people are a base level of crazy.
Well,
Are you mean? Leland, go first.
I told you about that woman that used to come into the store with her, like, I don't know what kind of bird, let's say a parakeet just for shits and giggles. And it was had a,
Oh, yeah, you said she couldn't come in, right?
well, we told her not to, but she had it on like a little chain attached to her lapel, and it would sit on her shoulder, and she just had shit going down her back because the bird just shit. I was like, you're not allowed to
I
come in
hate
here no
it.
more. With your shitty ass
You
bird.
or your bird.
See, if there's
gross.
anything that I could say about a hamster, if a hamster shits, it's the most, like,
I'm real interested in what she's
non-threatening
gonna say.
piece of shit it can be.
Okay,
It, like,
did
it's the
anyone else think
tiniest
she was
little
gonna say
pellet.
cute?
Yes.
Yeah, really
I
did
thought
think
she
she
was
was.
gonna say cute.
So like a little hamster pellet is literally like a tiny little grain of rice. It's completely harmless. It's like, oh,
Well, what's it
you
taste
just,
like?
I
Flick,
wouldn't
like
eat
it. Yeah, you just flick it. It's like not a big deal. If it pees on you, then I could see why that could be an issue because it's, liquid. But it would be like the tiniest
But it got
puddle.
like a thimble-sized bladder, so
Yeah,
you know.
like so you have like the tiniest little wet spot like on your hand. Like that's all it is. It's
But then
harmless.
if they pee on a pillow, that smell stays there for months
Yeah,
and months.
that's fair. That did happen. That smell went away. It's fine.
After months and
Yeah.
months.
But like, yeah, I don't know. That's like one of the things with like those people who like have like example the people who have like their reptiles hanging on like on their shoulder.
Oh, like at Knott's Berry
Okay.
Farm?
Oh God.
Yeah, how did
But-
that get in? How did they bring that in?
They had ESA paperwork.
Oh.
Walking through my apartment garage yesterday was a guy, and he was holding his arm strangely, and I was like, I bet that bitch has got a lizard on it. And he turned around, full-grown chameleon, just chilling on his forearm as he's walking around. I was like, why you gotta walk with it? Where are you going? Why aren't you
I have a
inside?
question. Like, I would assume they have the claws to like cling on you. But is there any time where that animal or reptile just falls and hits the ground and there's nothing you can do to stop it?
Probably.
Of course.
I'm sure it's happened.
It'll probably do that thing, you know, where a lizard hits the ground and does that thing where it scurries away. Looks really stupid.
Freedom!
Or it hits the ground and then they're just kind of like, oh shit. Aw, man, why did I bring you outside?
Like, let's break this down.
It's a well-known fact that all lizards land on their feet.
I think I read that somewhere. All right, let's break this down. Dogs. We take dogs out because 50-50, a lot of them they'll shit in the house. They'll piss in the house if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you got to take them out because you can't. They're not smart enough to use a litter box.
Not true. Go on.
I'm speaking broadly. I'm not talking about any one specific dog. Get off my nuts.
Anthony out here trying to fight.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, oh no. Anthony coming in with another hot take. So dogs we take out in public. Yeah. Anthony's hot takes. We take dogs out because they need to piss and shit.
Yes.
We don't have to do this for any other animal. All the other animals have their cages, their natural instincts to use litter boxes. Like they have their situations. And I'm not saying anything negative necessarily about dogs. I'm just saying we accept dogs outside. Because as soon as you go to the next most popular pet, a cat on a leash, you've suddenly gone leaps and bounds on the sanity scale.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is a large leap between the two of them. And it only just gets weirder.
Well, you mean to tell me it's crazy for that one man to run his two macaws?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That was really funny. I remember that.
My hot take is as soon as you start taking an animal out that doesn't need to be taken out because of bathroom needs, you're starting your trip down crazy. This includes dogs. If you just casually take your dog out to like whatever place, I'm not saying a dog park, because I understand there is like need for socialization and whatnot, because they're pack animals. But just like these people who just go to random places with their dogs, and usually like their dogs are so well trained, they're not on a leash anymore. They just cruise around and they're well trained. But I feel like the problem with that, and that is the beginning of the scale, and the end of the scale is running your two macaws. Is that
God, I love that.
slowly but surely you're making this animal a piece of your identity.
I just want to let you know, if you ever write a book or an album, that's the name of it. Running My Two Macaws. Like, that's the name of it. It's just like,
That's my folk album name. Special guest, the Mumford and Sons. Like my in this again, my personal opinion. As soon as you start making these animals like your identity, and that begins when you start taking them out when they don't need to be out, then like you're stepping into crazy territory. Does anyone agree with me?
I mean,
I think if you're walking anything that isn't a dog, you're kind of crazy.
yeah, like if somebody walked outside with like a little box and it was their fish in there, and they wanted to be like, I just wanted to have my fish have fresh air, and I'd be like,
All right, that might be crazier than running macaws, but not by much. Well, what if you're out and about, or oot and a boot, and you pop into McDonald's, and then the guy behind you walks up and
with a bunny.
No, with his dog.
Okay, sorry.
His dog is not on a leash. And I understand his dog wouldn't go into McDonald's, so he tells his dog to sit outside. And it's very clear, like, this dog's not on a walk. You're not in a big neighborhood. This is just a dog that is constantly walking around with this dude.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
dude is constantly taking his dog everywhere. Does that not strike you as like a little weird?
Is he a homeless man?
No.
Yeah, then yes.
Yeah.
But I'm also one of those people that get real angry when people don't leash their dogs. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I get real furious at it because your dog is the most well-trained dog in the world until a squirrel enters the picture. It doesn't matter.
Or unless another dog just comes out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, and that's my other bitch. When people they just bring their dog up to your dog without asking. You're like, hey, you don't know what my dog is going to do. Stay the fuck back. And also, get away from me. You know.
All right.
Sorry, real quick with that. I think I was dog sitting Trevor one time. And I
Yes.
went to...
Trevor's my dog, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's Jordan's dog. So I went to the park, and I was walking him, and then there was this I can hear dogs barking, and there was this lady who was walking dogs, and she had 6 dogs with her. Little, little dachshunds. There's some other breeds in there, but there was a dachshund for sure. One of the dogs got loose, ran all the way up to Trevor, and then barked at him and kind of just snapped. And I was just like, what the fuck? Because I didn't know who's it.
then you kicked that dog in the face, right?
No, I can't kick a dog. That's
You
so
punched
weird.
you punched it.
If
You-
I had a dog and then another dog came up aggressively at my dog and that dog ain't on a leash, dog gonna get kicked. I'm gonna kick a dog.
I don't kick dogs. I
just
punch
be
them.
like,
I punch them right in their stupid faces.
Jesus Christ. Well, me,
I don't want to punch him. That's where the teeth are.
in true Stephanie fashion, I stood there and was like, no, 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 and I just kept going like this, and nothing fucking happened, and then the dog
you pick
ran
up
away.
Trevor. You pick him up and stay away from my baby.
Well, it all happened so fast. It was just like a snap and then a runaway, and I was just like, what the fuck?
He tried to drive by Trevor.
And I was like, nope, we're going home. We're going home. And then we went home.
How did Trevor react to all this?
Well, of course he was just like, what the fuck's happening? And just kind of stood there and looked at me. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm sorry.
Because he's
Who the fuck
expecting
was
you
that
to
bitch?
protect him.
I'm sorry.
Why didn't you kick him?
You're clearly
No.
bigger than me.
That's your job, lady.
God.
We come out here, I shit, you kick other dogs.
Like, at that point, if you go to a dog, if you go to Dog Beach, because that's something that I did recently, at least in the last year I went to Dog Beach, but anyways, dogs run free there, because,
Yes.
the leash can only get so long, and all the dogs are running freely on the beach. So this dog ran up to another dog and straight bit the other dog till the dog started bleeding. And I was just like,
Kick him. Gotta kick that
what the
dog.
fuck's happening? And then obviously the two people exchanged numbers and other stuff because the dog attacked. But I was just like, at that point,
Someone's going night-night.
at that point you kind of have to realize, that's a risk you're taking for bringing your dog there. That other dogs will go to it. and
Your pets are
possibly
still
fight it.
your pets are still animals.
Yeah.
Like they're at no point are you ever going to be able to reason with your pets.
Yeah.
Like my cats are super chill, but I am very aware that if I decide I'm going to do something and they decide they don't like it, they're going to swat at me. I don't
true.
hold it against them. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. That was my bad.
I'm going to take a nap right now, and all of a sudden, thunk. I
It's
guess
al-
I'm
it's
not
also-
going to take a nap. What was I thinking? Let
it's
me
also
just
like-
go on the computer and edit this podcast.
It's also like, if you get up, I'm gonna go downstairs get some water, and then you accidentally like kick Sam, Steph's dog. If you accidentally kick him, oh, I'm so sorry, Sam, and you walk away. To him, you just woke up in the middle of the night just to kick
Just
him.
to kick him.
That's
He's like,
so
why?
sad.
Why
Why
would you
would-
do that?
I was sleeping.
I mean, to be honest, I know some of the looks that I get from him is really my fault for paw. He's resting, and then I come over and I pet him, and he wakes up and he looks at me like this because it's like, why the fuck did you touch me? I've just been sleeping peacefully.
Why was you having nice
What is your
dreams about
problem?
bones?
He is like the sweetest. He's like the really adorable clingy right now. Like, he wants to sit next to me and just have some body part touching me. Whether it's a foot, or, like, his paw, or, like, his ear, or something. Something has to physically touch my body, and it's the most adorable thing.
You said foot and paw.
I define feet as, like, his back foot, and then his front paws. That's when I say paws.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I know it's all four paws or all 4 feet, but I still, like, think foot and paw.
So if you put pants on a dog, where does the waistband go?
On the back.
What back? Like in between the front legs and the back legs?
No, you
Or-
do both back legs and you pull it till it goes almost to his belly button.
So as if you stood up the dog,
Yeah.
an unnatural position to them, it would be similar to pants, like over the tail, above
Yeah.
the tail. Okay, all right.
I had the funniest moment. I put a sock on Sam's back foot and it looked like a foot and I couldn't stop dying. Like, it was so funny to me. Because his foot
Quarantine's
kept
gotten this stuff.
tapping and I was like, oh my god,
She's
you
lost
look
her
like you have a
goddamn
human
mind.
foot.
I
It
think
was
my
the
cat.
funniest thing.
I think my cat Domino has become more dependent since I've been stuck home more often.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, he's gotten way more chatty, and has picked up the habit of while I sit here at my desk, he'll just walk up to the side of the chair, stand up, and he just gently paws at me and meows. And I kind of think he's just fucking with me, because it's not like, okay, you want to be pet a little bit. I'll put my hand down to pet him,
And then he'll run
and
away.
sometimes he'll still stand there long enough to get a couple scritches in, and then sometimes he's just like, nope, just came here to check on you.
Aw.
Walks away.
Yeah, just walks away. Like, listen, fuck, I was doing fine. I don't need you checking up on me. What are you, my parents?
Wow. Aw.
I just got invited to a Facebook group, and it is called a group where we all pretend to be ants in an ant colony.
Huh.
Jesus Christ.
It's like
Who
your
invited you to that?
weird kink roleplay servers.
I don't know, but I'm joining it.
All right, yeah. Let us know when you get up to the ranks of Queen.
Oh my god, they have merch and everything. There's a million people in this group.
What?
1.6 million members.
Wow. Man, the most recent Facebook group I joined was Costco Mount Carmel, which gives me updates on like what they have in stock.
Exciting.
It's great. It's interesting. I
All
can
right.
see whenever they get toilet paper and when they run out of toilet paper hours later.
So Jordan, what is happening on the we all act like ants in an ant colony Facebook
So
page?
the first post I see, it's a pie graph, and it says what I'm going to do tonight, and it says 100%, and then the color says praise the queen.
Okay, so it is ant themed. Tell me more. Like how ant heavy is this? Is everyone like in the headspace?
It really looks like it. Like,
Is this a private group?
it's a private group.
Wow.
Yeah, with 1.6 million members.
I feel like that's still really fun. Like, I feel like you're gonna get some laughs in there. Like,
Here's the kind of humor we're working with.
Okay.
It just says wanted with the ANT capitalized.
Okay.
okay.
They're all not going to be winners.
Wanted. Yep. Wanted. Worker, soldier. That's it.
I guess the beauty is in its simplicity.
Yeah. God damn it.
That's really funny, though.
What do you
I
got?
think it's
It's a
perfect.
picture of two ants on the date fruit, and one goes, "So it's a date?" Yes. The other replies, "Just
All right.
God damn it."
Okay. Well, I'm glad we had fun with that. It started real high and then it just kept slipping.
No.
I mean,
That's clearly a place where you gotta. You know
This
what?
is
No. 100% praise the queen. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was solid. Pin that one to the top. That's clearly a page where like everyone has to make their own memes. I don't see the ant meme world being real popular.
Yep. Here's a meme of Patrick saying, we take Bikini Bottom and move it somewhere else, but they changed it to, we need to lift the food and carry it to the queen.
See, it just keeps getting worse.
Yep.
Ooh, Steph.
Uh-oh.
Steph, I see her in Skype. She seems like she's really got something. She's refusing to talk. Oh. Breaking news?
You have to actually tell us. You can't just...
I think she froze. She straight up froze.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so
Master of suspense.
you don't think
Stephanie
so
Agnes.
you don't think the world is having bad news? She's having bad news.
I don't know.
her computer.
Well, I'm looking up current news right now to make sure we didn't miss any like massive things just happened.
I'm scared that her computer crashed.
I think every whatever happens to Steph, I feel would have happened to us by now.
Everything programmed
Yeah,
shut
she
off?
didn't write that well.
We lost Steph.
I hope she didn't lose her audio.
Yeah, me too. That will suck.
Pretty positive she lost her audio, so you might as well just get ready for that disappointment.
Audacity does do an auto recovery, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you crash, it might not even be able to keep that. It might be corrupted.
I think we should just call it here then.
Yeah. Okay. Let's wrap it up as if the audio is going to work. So we are going to bounce out of here real fast before anything else goes wrong. The whole night has been weirdly complicated. So if you have enjoyed any of this crazy conversation, absolutely check in on our social medias. Engage with us. The more you do, the more we engage back with you. You can find us on all the social medias from Jordan.
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at LRC Podcast.
Nice. Steph, how do podcasts work? You can subscribe to this podcast by searching LORC Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Plus, and Spotify. And definitely not iHeartRadio.
Why would you mention it?
Leland.
LORC podcast at gmail.com.
There he goes. Got it in most of one. Yes, please follow us and make this all worthwhile. Leland, you continue to pump out the fun time art. How do people get up on that?
Leland Pierce Art. And please like it. I haven't had a like in like days. I'm disappointed.
Bitch,
Or a
I
follow.
like
a follow.
everything.
I mean, not a
Oh, okay.
I want more
I'll
followers.
unfollow and follow again if you want.
I don't-
Use more hashtags.
I don't know. I am not a 12-year-old. I get as many as I can work out in my brain.
Like a boomer trying to figure out Zoom.
Yeah, I was-
Jordan,
I'm not naked right now.
you're streaming all kinds of things. Where is that happening?
You can find all my stuff if you search for Jordan is a Bear. All the social media stuff. Look at twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear, youtube.com/Jordan is a Bear, instagram.com/Jordan is a Bear, twitter.com/Jordan is a Bear, facebook.com/Jordan is a Bear. All of the things. Jordan is a Bear. Unified branding, all that good stuff. I am probably going to finish Doom Eternals at some point and then move on to some games that I have ready to go. But I'm not saying what they are yet because I still want to make an overlay for them. So, yeah, there's that.
Steph, where do they find those the Steffi things? You can find my Steffi things by searching STEPHUHNOIDS on Instagram and Twitter. And I'm also on Twitch, but maybe not by that name. Please give me 50 more followers so I can have an official Twitch channel, because I think that's the thing that I'm trying to get. I'm not really sure, but 50 more, please. Yes, and thank you.
Please let me have 50 followers as well, please. I'm at 22. I'm almost halfway there.
I would take 50 Instagram followers. I don't care. It really sucked starting all over again.
Yeah, well.
But if you want to get up on that Instagram, you can find me at SpookySpookington. You can find me on the Twitter at Graphite Knight, and find me on my OnlyFans. So until next week, I am Anthony.
You
Steph?
don't have an OnlyFans. I would support you by not watching.
Who says it's sexual?
Then why have one?
Because Patreon's a real motherfucker.
You get better at Patreon.
Is it?
Friend me on FetLife.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a social media for fetishists.
Steph,
Thick water, right? Is that okay.
say goodbye.
Bye.
Leland.
Goodbye.
Jordan.
Wait, I'm Jordan. Bye.
Bye.